Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is my in-depth product review of Minelab's Pro Gold Gold Panning Kit. This kit includes a 15-inch dual riffle gold pan, a 10-inch single riffle gold pan, and a hex mesh classifier. It all comes with a bag and a few other goodies that we'll look over here in just a minute. Here's a new Gold Pro Gold Panning Kit from Minelab. The kit stows very nicely. It was well thought out. The smallest pan stows into the larger pan, which stows into the classifier, which altogether goes in the handy bag that Minelab provides. You've got some big 90-degree riffles here and some smaller ones here for your fines. And then got a nice big broad flat edge here too. Steve Hirschbach and Chris Ralph put a lot of plan and thought into this development of these new pans, and one thing that you notice right off the bat is the bottom of the pan and the edge of the pan come into this nice crease here. Most of the other pans on the market have this deep crease in the bottom, and what happens there is when you're panning down to your fines, they get stuck in there, which is the idea, but so does your black sand. And in order to separate it out really nicely, you kind of have to do this flipping type motion to get your black sand and your gold up here so you can do the clean out. And essentially when you do that flip, you're going to lose your gold. A good way to avoid that is get rid of it. And that's exactly what they did there. And it gives you a nice smooth transition for you to wash your black sands off the edge of that pan. The size of the pan, especially the bottom of the pan, as you can see there, the bottom of the pan is huge. Gives you a nice large surface area to work a very full pan. This really gives you the opportunity to spread that material out and let that gold sink quicker. Another well thought out part of this design was the integration of the honeycomb classifier into the plastic rim portion. It can't peel up around the edges or bend down, and material can't get stuck in there. And of course, you've got these awesome sturdy handles. Gives you the ability to really get shaken, classify that material. As where the competitors, well, that's what you get. You just have to kind of work it. Of course, this is a smaller mesh, but you can see around the edge how it's secured. You've got a bead of silicone around here and just some screws here that's holding this mesh in place. And what happens over time is this silicone degrades and the mesh slips down below the plastic rim and allows material to slip through and cuts your hands up, things like that. Just becomes a real pain. They all come with a pre-drilled hole in them, so you can tie them to your gear or hang them on the wall, and none of the other pans on the market have come up with this yet. I don't know why. It seems so simple, but just one of those small details that all the others have overlooked thus far. The color of the pan, you'll notice, is very blue, very different from a lot of the green or black pans on the market. And what they discovered is that blue is on the opposite end of the spectrum as the gold color, so it has the highest contrast, which makes perfect sense. When you look at black, on the other hand, sure, your gold's going to pop, but all of your black sands and your heavy garnet, everything like that, is going to blend into the bottom of that pan. And essentially what you're going to be left with is a whole bunch of black sand that you thought you had out, but you didn't. Also included in the kit, you have an iron separator magnet, got a double loop magnifier glass, ×2 and ×5. You got a vacuum suction bottle, gold transfer pipette, and micro gold storage vials. And of course, a starting guide. Overall, I was impressed and super satisfied with the fit and finish of the Minelab Pro Gold Gold Panning Kit. My son enjoyed the fact that he had a little pan that he could manage that looked just like Dad's. And we managed to find a little bit of gold. Minelab, of course, is best known for their world-class metal detection equipment, but I think they have a very bright future in prospecting supplies.